Hello and welcome. This is a reading for autumn 2020. My name is Avine and I am your soul coach. Remember that these cards work through the universal spiritual principle of the law of resonance, which is also known as the law of attraction. So if you feel attracted to this reading, it's because there's something in you that will match this information. That is a vibrational match to this information. So if you don't resonate, don't watch the video. If you feel you're meant to be here, if you feel like you're meant to click on this message today, this message is for you. You're very welcome. I'm just placing your energy into the cards. So, Spirit, what messages have you got for the souls that are watching for autumn 2020? Autumn 2020. What soul message have you got for the one watching for autumn 2020? Okay. Okay. Okay, so I feel like we need to address where you've been or where you currently are, but what's going to change in the weeks moving forward. It's the 25th of September 2020 today. So these are the energies moving over the next few weeks. Or again, using the law of resonance, you could say if you're getting this message is timeless. I'll often do this myself. And I'll find that the messages are very apt and very accurate. So you have the waiting game. So you've been waiting, you've been hanging around, you've been hoping that some prince or princess, charming princess or prince is going to come on a white horse and rescue you, that the universe is going to come and rescue you, and it's not going to happen. You have to rescue yourself. As we mature and as we evolve our consciousness, we learn that we must become our own saviors. We must become our own rescuers in life. And when we're able to do this, we're home free because we don't need to rely on other people to save us, to rescue us. We become our own authority, our own sovereign. And that's really, really important in life. So the waiting game, you can see that you're leaving. You were sitting, watching the clock, and you're now leaving that behind, okay? You're moving forward, you're moving on to the next thing, and that's the energies that's coming in as we move into autumn. So you're stepping into the light. Okay, so this in traditional tarot is the sun card, and it means that the sun is about to shine upon you. That any obstacles or challenges are going to be melted by the sun's beautiful golden rays. So you are accessing the light now, and if you're not, you will be in the coming days. You'll be able to better tune in and to receive this light that's being offered to you. So you can see that there's a lot of gold around your aura, and I feel that the gold represents the new opportunities of abundance. Many of you are changing career. Many of you are shifting into new career paths and new ways of receiving an income. Not earning, allowing and receiving an income. And that's really, really important because that's part of the new fourth density, fifth dimensional reality that we have been stepping into in 2020. So 2020 has been a purging year of really releasing old programs and patterns. And for many people, that brought up an awful lot of obstacles and challenges. Okay, you see the orbs there. You've come to the end. You've come to the end point of something, and you're going to have to step onto new ground. But it's okay, because you have the awareness You're being gifted with the awareness, the higher power. Your higher self is kicking in on your behalf and bringing in this awareness now. So you don't have to be afraid, because your upper chakras here are being activated. You're able to receive. You're able to step onto this new miracle ground that is going to satisfy you in a way that you haven't previously felt before. So there is going to be new energy, new ground coming in as you move into October, as we move into autumn, okay? Your passion is going to be ignited. So this is about feeling a revival, feeling a richer connection to life again. If you felt that the last few weeks just exhausted you, that took the energy, like took the stuffing out of you, you're going to have a chance now to rebuild and re-energize your body and your passions. And this is the change of work, change of role. That's what I'm getting. Many of you are changing roles. You're changing the dynamic. If it's not work, you're changing the dynamics of how you engage in your friendships, your relationships, or how, what I'm getting as well, how you exchange, how you interact with your boss, with your colleagues. There's a big shift around work. So if you're not leaving your job, you're changing how you present there, and you're shifting roles into a better suited role for you, okay? So you're going to start really indulging in your passions. Your heart and solar plexus chakras are going to create this beautiful bubble of love around you that's very supportive, very loving, and enhances your sense of generosity for yourself. And when you fill that up, you'll want to share and extend out that generosity to others. we have to look after our own tank first. We fill ourselves up with energy, with connection, and then we share that with others. Okay, so throat chakra. So this affects the dynamic that I just talked about, how you communicate with people in your life, how you communicate with your friends. Maybe there's a friendship that's been really, really testing, that's been really challenged. Maybe you're really missing this person, or maybe you're feeling you feel relief that you're no longer in contact with this person. So this is about expression, communication, articulation, honesty, sincerity, being able to express through our throat chakra. So if any of you are having sore throats right now or feeling a blockage in your throat, you need to do some breath work in there. First of all, make sure that there's no underlying physical issues that's manifested. And if not, you need to look into how you suppressed your self-expression and how perhaps from your youth that you didn't feel you could speak or share your feelings, your true feelings about things. It's really important that you unblock that now. And that you connect with the blue ray energy, okay? Then we also have the sacral chakra. So the sacral chakra is connected to your creativity, your vitality, your health and well-being, your sexuality. So any old, worn out belief systems that you have around your sexuality, about your attractiveness, about your fertility. People who have doubts and scares and unfounded fears about the fertility will carry shadows and blockages in the sacral chakra, because this is about reproduction. It's about co-creation, pregnancy, creating life. It's also about energy levels. You know, our sexuality is very connected to our sense of energy and being energized and connected to life, you know. It's connected to appetite. Do you enjoy your food? Your sexuality and your appetite will be very, very connected. So often when we have a broken heart, or we we go through a dark night of the soul, we will lose our appetite because we've lost our appetite for life. So we lose our appetite for food and for nice things, for sex, for touch, for sexual expression. So you might need to look at your sacral chakra and make sure that everything is clear there. Breathing in orange, wearing the color orange, can be very energizing. Eating lots of orange foods. I love orange foods because they're really good for your skin. And I'm always drawn, I find they're really tasty. Like I love grapefruits, oranges. I love organic carrots and orange peppers. And I think that when you see the color orange in a dish, it's exciting. You know, orange and red really adds energy and color to a dish. So making sure that you're nourishing these aspects of yourself. But really looking at your sexuality. Are you honoring your sexuality? Are you forcing yourself to be sexual when you're not actually feeling it? That's really, really damaging to the sacral chakra, and it's really damaging to your overall mental health and emotional health and well-being. When we are honest with ourselves and our partner, and we respect ourselves, we will honor the ebbs and flow of our sexual energy. If you don't have the chi there, if you're feeling disconnected and the chi is not flowing, and you force yourself, you just as a chore. I've heard a lot of people say this, that, you know, I have a lot of clients who have sexual issues and they want to work on the energetic, vibrational aspect of it. And they say, you know, sex has become a chore. And I say, well, that is a chore you do not need to do. There are other chores you need to do. You need to clean your toilet. You need to clean your sink. You need to wash your dishes. But if you don't feel the chi is there, if you don't feel the energy to have sex, you need to respect that and honor yourself and be honest and say, I don't feel like having sex. Now, that doesn't mean you just totally ignore the roots of that. I would say if that was continuous, you need to look into why you feel you don't want to have sex with that person, or even with yourself. If you've lost a sense of erotic vitality, okay? You might need to get counselling around that. You might have had sexual trauma, sexual violence that needs to be addressed. That's something you need to take care of now as we move forward. That's your message. And then we have accelerated motion. I hope it's lovely. So connection with the stars, for all you star seeds out there. Connections with Sirius, planet Sirius, Arcturus, the Pleiades, Lyra. But this is an 8 card, and this is like fast moving energy. I really feel that October is going to be like, I can just see arrows of energy flying all around us. Not in a negative way, but just a lot. I feel like there is going to be very creative energies at play. And it's important at this juncture that we create a sense of peace and presence. Creating peace and presence in the now will ground you so that you're balanced and that you're ready for the energies that bring in some creative chaos energies in October 2020. Okay, so just to finish off, we'll take a look at this deck, okay? I love my fairy friends, we'll bring them in. So I'm just going to shuffle these on behalf of the souls watching. Fairies, on behalf of the souls watching, what messages have you got for this person? What message have you got to bring them clarity, to give them guidance and direction now? Okay. All right. So, you need to kick up your heels. You need to have some time where you just let your hair down, have some fun, eat some chocolate, do some nice things for yourself, okay? You're taking life way too seriously. It's all become too sober, too somber. You need to let the light back in, you know, splash the sea water on your face. This is asking you, Spirit is saying, you need to organize it. You need to contact your friends and communicate with them. Not sitting back again. Like the very first message that came through for you guys was, stop waiting. The waiting game is over now. So stop waiting for someone to come and rescue you. You need to rescue yourself. Pick up the phone. I don't know what your country lockdown situation is. If you can meet somebody and have a laugh, somebody who makes you laugh is just so important in your life. It really is. Laughing is so good for energy, and it releases stress and it balances out the stress hormones. And with the sacral chakra issue, with any issues you've had with trauma, or if you're just feeling, you know, a lack of energy, which the sacral chakra can sometimes show up, that there's just a lack of life, of chi energy. Laughter is energizing. It gets things moving. So have a good laugh, kick up your heels. If you can take some time out with your loved ones to have some really fun time, please do that, okay? So then we have the magic of nature. Sorry. Okay, so get some time in nature. As I said, ring that friend and ask them to go for a walk somewhere that's open, fresh air, that's safe, that you feel comfortable in. I think autumn is a beautiful time for woods time, for forests, for going up mountains and being around trees, and that lovely smell of the earth in autumn is just gorgeous. Make some quiet time. You can see that fairy is spending some time quietly sitting on her own. And she's just sitting by the waterfall and she's just taking a breath, okay? I have really kicked up my meditation practice. I am on fire with my meditation practice. And the benefits, I love when I really make the time for it, because I really feel and reap the benefits of it. And so will you too. So make sure you're doing that. Making new friends. You're going to find that there's a shift in the circle of people. Again, this ties in with the other deck. That dynamic, the role you have with certain friendships or certain people is changing. Perhaps you have a best friend and you've had a certain way of interacting for years and you've had this beautiful dynamic. But you know, your lives have changed. Your circumstances have changed. Maybe you've moved away from each other and you've outgrown each other. It's okay to honor that. You can still be friends, but you recognize that the needs that you had with that friend have changed and their needs with you have changed, and you both respect and honor that. And you let people move on. You let people grow and stretch, and you let them find new ways of living their lives. And you support those changes if they feel that those changes are making them the happiest. Because when we love people, we don't tell them what to do. We support the choices they make when they're healthy, life-giving choices, and we don't hold people back. You know, when you truly love somebody, there's a liberation in that. There's a freedom. Follow your dreams. Don't be afraid to follow your dreams. Don't be afraid to dream of a big dream and then go for it and enjoy it. And follow your dreams is about, I feel like Spirit is saying, you know, look at your priorities now. Look at, you've had a lot of rest time through quarantine. What can you do now? What's next to take your skills, to take your life, to take your relationships to the next level of mastery? What would you like to master now? What challenge will be like throughout the autumn that you can really sink your teeth into, will stimulate new growth, spiritual expansion, and will enhance your life? Perhaps it's an educational course you've been putting off doing. Well, it's time to sign up, enroll, do the practical steps to make those things happen, because confidence grows from doing. And we can sit on the couch and we can dream and dream and dream, but there comes a point where we have to actually show up physically in our dream life and actually live it so that it becomes a more physical, tangible thing. And then we make space for a new dream to come in and we dream up new dreams. So I really hope that you enjoy this reading, this free reading. It's a gift from me to you. Please give this video a thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing you in some new videos I'll be doing, which will be on the October 2020 energy, what we can be prepared and expect with the shifts that are happening there. And as always, sharing lots of spiritual information for sensitives and empaths. For all my spiritual souls out there, thank you so much.